In this video, we'll be taking a look at two WNBA games happening on September 23rd, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two WNBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Phoenix Mercury versus Minnesota Lynx. The Minnesota Lynx are looking to defend their home court once again after taking Game 1 of this postseason matchup with an 82-69 win. That victory showcased the balanced scoring and defensive intensity that has become Minnesota's identity this season. Courtney Williams and Kayla McBride combined for 44 points. Napheesa Collier anchored the interior with 18 points and 9 rebounds, and the Lynx controlled the fourth quarter by holding Phoenix to just 14 points. The Mercury had moments of offensive rhythm, largely through Kahleah Copper's slashing ability and Alyssa Thomas's versatility, but they simply couldn't sustain efficient scoring when Minnesota tightened its rotations late. From Phoenix's perspective, there are still positives to build on. Copper has been in all WNBA form this postseason, averaging 22 points per game in September, and Thomas remains a triple-double threat any given night. The Mercury also received strong bench minutes from Sophie Cunningham, who can be an X-factor as a floor spacer if given open looks. Phoenix's challenge lies in protecting the ball and finishing possessions. They turned it over 15 times in Game 1, leading directly to 17 Minnesota points. Cleaning that up is critical if they're going to steal one on the road. Phoenix also carries strong betting value historically in this role. They've covered 7 of their last 10 games as road underdogs and are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 playoff games against teams with winning records. Meanwhile, Minnesota will again be without Dijonai Carrington, trimming their depth and forcing heavier minutes on their veteran guards. Over a playoff series, that thinner backcourt rotation can matter, especially if Phoenix's tempo and physicality wear on McBride and Williams. This is a spot where veteran playoff pedigree matters. The Mercury are comfortable in grinded-out games, and they've been underestimated before. The Mercury were in control of Game 1 for 3 quarters and then completely fell apart in the fourth. We saw the intensity of the Mercury play with after dropping the first game against the Liberty. As talented as the Lynx are, that's now 2 straight games they could have easily lost, and probably should have if we're being honest. The Mercury have outright won 5 of their last 10 games as an underdog. There's just too much talent on this Mercury roster to think they're going to go down quietly. With Copper's scoring and Thomas' playmaking keeping them competitive, Phoenix has every chance to stay inside the number and potentially steal a win if their supporting cast delivers. As our first pick for this matchup, the Phoenix Mercury to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Phoenix Mercury are averaging 76 points on 39.5% shooting and allowing 73 points on 37.9% shooting. The Phoenix Mercury are shooting 25.8% from beyond the arc and 85.2% from the free throw line. The Phoenix Mercury are allowing 26.7% shooting from deep and are grabbing 38.5 rebounds per game. The Minnesota Lynx look to take a quick 2-0 series lead. The Minnesota Lynx have won 15 of their last 20 games. The Minnesota Lynx are shooting 33.3% from beyond the arc and 77.5% from the free throw line. The Minnesota Lynx are allowing 30.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 35.7 rebounds per game. Minnesota prefers half-court basketball, ranking among the slowest-paced teams in the WNBA this season, and Phoenix's offense has consistently been less efficient away from home. The Mercury average just 76 points per game on the road in September, while the Lynx hold opponents under 79 points per game at target center. Both defenses excel at forcing contested looks. Minnesota's opponent field goal percentage ranks in the top 3 during the postseason, and Phoenix has allowed fewer than 80 points in 5 of their last 7 contests. Playoff intensity tends to reduce pace further, with referees allowing more contact and both teams tightening rotations. Expect long possessions, physical play, and limited transition scoring opportunities. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Indiana Fever versus Las Vegas Aces. Game 1 of this series shocked the WNBA world as the Indiana Fever pulled off an 89-73 upset on the road against the defending champion Las Vegas Aces. Kelsey Mitchell was unstoppable, dropping 34 points on efficient shooting, while Natasha Howard owned the glass with 12 points and 11 rebounds. Odyssey Sims' 17 points off the bench provided a huge spark, and the Fever's ball movement, 22 assists on 35 made field goals, kept the Aces' defense scrambling. Indiana's energy and execution were evident from the tip, and they controlled tempo throughout. For Las Vegas, the performance was concerning. A'ja Wilson posted her typical double-double with 21 points and 10 rebounds, but she didn't get much help. Jackie Young struggled from the floor, Chelsea Gray was limited to 9 points, and the Aces' transition game, normally a major strength, was virtually non-existent as Indiana outscored them 19-8 on the break. The Aces have championship experience, but Game 1 exposed cracks in their depth and raised questions about their defensive rotations. Indiana has covered 6 of their last 9 games as road underdogs, and their confidence has only grown since Caitlin Clark's injury forced others to step up. Mitchell has taken on the scoring mantle, and Sims has stabilized the backcourt with veteran savvy. This team has been rebounding at an elite level, which is limiting opponents' second-chance opportunities and giving them extra possessions to pad scoring. The Fever are thriving in the underdog role and have momentum on their side. On paper, the Aces should win this game and series comfortably as they're not only the better team, but the Fever are loaded with injuries. However, the Fever have won 7 of their last 10 games and have covered 8 of those games. At some point, we have to accept what it is, and the Fever are playing carefree winning basketball. The Aces have failed to cover their last 3 games and could have easily lost all of those games. The Fever have covered 7 of their last 8 games as an underdog, and 6 of those covers were outright wins. While Las Vegas is always dangerous at home, Indiana's defensive focus and balanced scoring make them a strong play to keep this one within the number again. Maybe the shoe drops at some point, but I'm going to back the Fever yet again. As our first pick for this matchup, the Indiana Fever to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Indiana Fever are averaging 80 points on 42.4% shooting and allowing 74.5 points on 42% shooting. The Indiana Fever are shooting 29.2% from beyond the arc and 82.4% from the free throw line. The Indiana Fever are allowing 28.4% shooting from deep and are grabbing 34.5 rebounds per game. The Las Vegas Aces are averaging 83 points on 46.7% shooting and allowing 81 points on 44.9% shooting. The Las Vegas Aces are shooting 37.7% from beyond the arc and 77.2% from the free throw line. The Las Vegas Aces are allowing 40.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 32 rebounds per game. As for the total, Game 1 soared over because Indiana shot an incredible 50% from the field and caught fire from deep. Replicating that against a Las Vegas team desperate to adjust defensively is unlikely. The Aces historically clamped down at Michelob Ultra Arena, having held opponents under 80 points in 11 of their last 15 playoff games at home. Expect Wilson and Gray to set the tone defensively, while the Fever regress toward their season-long road scoring average of just 77 points per game when Clark has been sidelined. Additionally, playoff basketball tends to become more physical as series progress, with refs letting more contact go and both sides tightening defensive rotations. This matchup has all the makings of a much more defensive grind than what we saw in Game 1. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.